up, everyone? This is Draco Evolve here, back yet again with some latest Manchester United transfer news and speculation. And today we have two things I want to discuss. Both are official newses. The official news is Alexis Sanchez and a news around Zlatan Ibrahimovic's potential transfer to Manchester United. But before I get started, I did say on yesterday's video I'm bringing back the comment section, so get commenting, guys, get your opinions down there. And I've had a lot of interaction yesterday, so thank you to everyone that has contributed. I wish I can read every single one of them, but I'll be here for ages. This is a substitute to my live streaming, right? Because I'm not too comfortable in the live streaming section yet. I don't have time, as I said, and I don't have time to commit as well, so it's not fair on you guys, not fair on me to say I'm going to live stream today at 7 PM, but got busy at the end, so I kind of try to do a pre-recording before I upload things whenever I get free time. But the comment comes from Omar, and that's a very interesting comment. There was some fantastic comment, as you can see on the screen, but Omar says, give Fred playing time and play three in the middle. Come on, Ollie. Now that's quite interesting. Interesting in the sense that, why aren't we playing 4-3-3 formation? I think last season when we played the 4-3-3 formation, we had a lot of success, especially with Herrera, Matic and Pogba. There was a few weeks and months, those are matches where it really clicked with us. It also gives us some sort of protection in the midfield, where we have three instead of the two that we're playing now. Now 4-2-3-1 is great. I think we should play that at home, albeit we didn't have the best of results against Crystal Palace, but we expect teams like that to kind of sit back and defend, much like Crystal Palace did. And to play 4-2-3-1 works because we'll have more attackers on the field to unlock defenses. Now obviously playmaker position is a whole different story, but in terms of the formation, 4-2-3-1, imagine playing 4-2-3-1 against a Liverpool or a Man City or an Arsenal or Spurs. I think we'll get overrun in the midfield. Fred has that natural energy. From what I've seen playing on TV, on live, and from what you guys seen, I'm sure you guys agree that Fred does have a lot of running ability. I think his position play is something that he can improve on, but he has a lot of stamina and running. And to have Fred with McTominay as two sitting midfielder and allow Pogba as the third midfielder playing slightly up front will work wonders, I reckon, in my opinion, because Pogba has had his best performances with Juventus with two sitting midfielders and him playing slightly up front. He's the only one in our current squad, aside from say maybe Martial, but in terms of the midfield certainly, that can produce magic with passing. He's got great passing range, he's got great ability to turn and run, he's got great ability to see things as well, and he's got attributes that he can play not a pure playmaker but a closest to a playmaker, and that's something that we are lacking, and we are lacking very hard. We don't have any midfield creativity aside from Pogba. In all his positional play, in his formation that we've witnessed so far this season, the 3 games that we played and across the preseason, he played a 4-2-3-1, which meant that Pogba was sitting deeper. Now I think he's great with his passing range while sitting deeper, but it kind of takes away more than half of his game, because he can do a lot of damage a bit more further up the field. Playing 4-3-3 allows one of the midfielders, 3 midfielders, to play further up the field, and maybe have Fred, who's got a lot of energy, to cover lateral spaces like Herrera did, and Hound and McTominay, who can sit and win tackles, keep it single, be that shield for our defense, because our defense is pretty solid. We have improved from previous seasons with the additions of Maguire and Bissaka, so I think our defense are in a better place. But if they have a bit of protection, I think we will be kind of a rock, especially against bigger teams. I reckon 4-3-3 will work greatly, with Pogba being played slightly up front. So even if he does lose a ball, which he happens to do from time to time, he will lose it in a position where he's kind of really up front, where it's upwards towards the opposition squad team, isn't it? Rather than losing the ball in what he's losing now, where it's right next to our defense, which can cause us real problem. So thank you so much for the comment, Omar. I really appreciate you taking the time to view my video and leaving a small comment. Again, there are fantastic interaction. I've seen a lot. I've replied to every single comment so far, and I hope everyone gets involved as well. In the future, I do plan to read out more of the comments rather than just the one, but we'll see how that pans out, because I don't want everyone to kind of sit down and allow me to talk for like 10 minutes without even going to the main article, right? And we return to the main article. So first off is Alexis Sanchez. This is an official news. So Inter Milan agreed a loan deal, which was happened late last night, to take Alexis Sanchez for 1 year deal. Obviously, the transfer window was open till European transfer open was window till 2nd of September, which is next Monday, and we needed to make that deal. We can't bring anyone in, so but getting rid of him is a statement. I'll get to that in a bit. Obviously, Sanchez was thought to be earning around £400,000, and it has been suggested that United may subsidise his salary as part of a deal. And last week, Inter offered to pay £150,000 of Sanchez's weekly wages, but United wanted more. Not sure what the details are around that at the moment as it stands currently, but getting rid of Sanchez, who's had a disastrous 19 months at Old Trafford. I don't think he scored many. He scored 5 times in 45 appearances. Injury ravaged. He's not the same player as he used to be, and he's long past it. I think he's been one of the worst signings ever we had at Manchester United. One of the worst that I have seen in a very, very long time. And I've seen the likes of Jumba play, Kleberson play, and I can't even remember the keeper we had before we signed De Gea. So I've seen a lot of crap players. I wouldn't put Ashley Young in that bracket because he had a very good start with us only the last few years. His legs were running low, and obviously we're playing him out of position, so he's playing crap, you could say. But I like Oli in a sense that Oli's making a big statement. This is not the type of player Oli wants, even though we are going to be light up front now that Sanchez is gone. But Oli will rather get rid of him than have him in the squad and disrupt him with his attitude. Because if reports are to be true, his attitude stinks at the moment. You can see his mindset, isn't it? It's simple as that. You can see his mindset where he doesn't want to really play, does he? Just earning £400,000 a week or so on the bench, free money. That's all he wants at the moment. He's 30 years old. He's not going to lose it. He's not going to gain anything staying at Old Trafford apart from salary. He doesn't mind. And he might be one of the players that causing problems that Oli talked about, much like Lukaku. We have seen now Lukaku's real side, where he's coming out with so much crap in his interviews. So we might see Alexis Sanchez now come out. The only problem I have is the fact that it is on 1 year loan deal with an option not to buy. So Inter don't have to buy him if they don't want to. Now imagine Sanchez gets an injury or he plays so poor, Inter doesn't want to sign him. What happens next? We get him back next season. Same problem, isn't it? He's eating up our resources. His attitude is still the same. Stinks. But what happens if he performs really well? If he's a big hit, will Inter pay up? Will they say, you know what, how much do you want for him? Are they gonna kind of give him more than £400,000 a week? I highly doubt it. So it's a bit of a conundrum at the moment. It's a bit of a sticky spot. But for the current season, at least we got rid of him. It's all good. That allows someone like Mason Greenwood to have more game time, because you got Marcus Rashford and Anthony Martial. They're going to be sure starters as long as they're fit. But then you got players. Alexis Sanchez ain't going to take up a bench space because he's gone. So you can have someone like Tai Chong in there, Mason Greenwood, Angel Gomez, Daniel James. These 4 will get more game time. And Lingard is another one. They'll get more game time. Not sure about Lingard, but at least we got rid of a problem. 2 problems up front, which is Lukaku and Sanchez. Now, whether they are causing problems in the dressing room, we will never know, but it looks like it. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think he will be a miss? And I want you guys to let me know, well, out of 5, how much of a success Alexis Sanchez has been since he moved to Old Trafford. For me, it's probably going to be 1 out of 5, because 19 months, 5 goals, loads of injuries, attitude problem. 1 out of 5, barely that, if that, and I'm being nice today. Next up is a big one. Next up, it is around Zlatan Ibrahimovic. So he was interviewed yesterday, and he has confirmed that he will be open to a return to Manchester United. Now, obviously, he's 37 years old, but he scored 46 goals in 49 games since moving to the MLS. And he did come out and say, I could play easily in the Premier League, so if United needs me, I'm here. These are his direct quotes, by the way. So he scored 28 goals in that season that he was with us, before obviously suffering an injury, and he was terminated by mutual consent, which allowed him to move to United States. For me personally, I would love to see Zlatan back at Old Trafford. I think his winning mentality, his attitude, his swagger he brings on the field and off the field. The season that he was here, you can see he was a real leader, he was a real winner, and he's the type of player that will let you know in that dressing room that you played shit. So if someone like Pogba messes up, Rashford messes up, he will let them know. We don't have that. We don't have that winning mentality in the dressing room. We don't have that guile, you can say. We don't have that attitude, the elite mentality attitude in our squad. They're young. And him coming in, he needs to come in January. There's no other ways to it because our windows are shut. But him coming in January as a stopgap, better than someone like Llorente coming in. You know, I'd rather have Ibrahimovic, who can be a stopgap between Rashford and Martial and Mason Greenwood, Tahith Chong, the other attackers, and Daniel James. He can be a great mentor to all of these guys. When he was at Old Trafford, I remember he was having extra training sessions with Rashford and Martial. And that is something that you don't normally get from players. But someone like him, he wants to help, he wants others to improve, he wants to win. And for him to come out and say something like that, I will take him in a heartbeat. So what if he's 37? He's still performing. He will score a lot of goals for us if he comes into our squad. He'll make sure everyone around him performs, and he'll also make sure that everybody knows if they're playing shit. He will let them know. It's as simple as that. He can take set pieces, he can take penalties, and you'll have an outlet. So when the crosses come in, there's someone in the air. It will be a real danger in the air with Maguire in the team as well. Imagine that. You know, Maguire, Pogba, Bissaka, Ibrahimovic. That's 4 players. That is very tall. Defensively and offensively, we can cause real havoc to teams. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think Zlatan coming in back to United will be beneficial for us, not in terms of what he does on the field, but what he does off the field? Let me know your thoughts on the comments below. And that's it, guys. That's all the news, to official news, transfer news I have in regards to Manchester United. And as always, guys, get your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure you smash that like button. It does really help someone like myself, who's a small YouTuber, and to kind of continue bringing you guys these sort of contents. I'm clearly enjoying what I'm doing. I'm clearly enjoying interacting to a lot of new faces I see on a daily basis on videos like these that I upload, which is such an honor. And as always, guys, all my links, my Twitter handle, my Instagram handles is down below to your right side, so give them a follow and get in touch with me. I'm more than happy to have a chat. It's not a problem. I don't need no messages. Might give a delayed message because I'm working or whatever, but I will always message back. But as always, guys, have a fantastic evening, and I'll catch you guys in the next upload, and stay farafari.